get VLC playing the Mark Morgan Vault stuff here. And hopefully that won't be too loud. So, this looks nothing like the cell we were working on yesterday, but it is. Well, it's a duplicate of it. Depending on the postal service. Well, here's the thing, Sleepy. Corsair and their infinite wisdom split my order. I ordered 3 items. I ordered the cooler, some thermal paste, and the standoffs. The one thing and the only reason I ordered direct from Corsair is I needed 6 little pieces of metal, the standoffs for the bracket on the cooler to attach to the CPU. I needed those brackets, and Corsair are the only ones that have them. They sent the cooler and the thermal paste UPS. They sent the UPS ground. They sent the adapter kit, the standoff, what do they call it, or the retrofit kit. They sent that postal service, priority mail. Yeah, so a $6 item, 6 little pieces of metal. That's the only reason I ordered from Corsair. Otherwise, I would have had everything. But it is what it is. So yeah, I'm literally screwed because that's kind of what they're sending. The standoffs are kind of a screw. So literally and figuratively, I am screwed. Hey Manny, how you doing? Yes. I was just explaining that I've redone everything we did in last night's stream because I changed my mind. The cell we were working on yesterday was extremely large and not within the scope of this mod. So this morning, I basically, the only thing I kept from what we did yesterday is the entrance. Whoops, come on, Gek. Is the entranceway here. And the trigger door we made with the script that auto closes the door when you go through, that's still there. I changed this out and added an actual tunnel here with a collapse section. I put a collision marker there. So this is kind of just to give the impression that this was a larger facility, and that section is kind of closed off. But that door also has the auto close script on it. I kept the activator that we set up for this door here. And this is the new listening post, which is, I went back to my original intention of using the utility kit because I really like the utility kit. It looks cool. It's very Fallout, and it works. It's fun to work with. The pieces parts fit together really well. So, and I actually got the room together pretty quickly. It's basically 2 main rooms, which are relatively small, and a small little bedroom. And this area here is a bathroom. If this layout looks familiar, it's very similar to a Fallout 3 mod I'm currently using in my playthrough. And this is going to be in the same location. That mod is called the Listening Post. It is originally at Rivet City, but for my playthrough, I moved it up towards Girder Shade. It's behind Jocko's, Poppin' Gas or Stoppin' Gas? That little red rocket station just south of Girder Shade. That's where I'm putting this, where I want to set up the load door tonight. I got some changes I want to make to the lighting template that I have, and I want to set up a couple acoustic zones and show you guys how those work, because I talked about them yesterday. So I started doing some just what I normally like to do is when I get the walls and stuff together, I kind of start going in and figuring out where things are going to go. Let me turn this down here. I feel like I'm yelling over the music. Give me 1 second. So we have this area here is kind of like the kitchen, cooking, food storage, living and lounging, live and large, just like a little, turn the markers off, living room area. Right now I just threw a couch and chair and an end table in there. Shelf for some clutter, bookshelf. I have a pre-cluttered shelf that I did. Hey Roy, how you doing? Good to see you, man. So this area over here, I have the crafting benches set up, the combo reloading workbench, and the repair tools we were doing yesterday. I have 2 of those dynamic weapon displays, and this is storage over here. And eventually, I don't know if I'll get to it tonight, this is going to be a weapons container. Working on somewhere. You've been very busy, I see, working on New Vegas mods. You've been very, very busy. That's awesome. Yeah, you've been extremely busy. Very productive, far more than I have. I've been lately. um, James!
James Roden just subscribed.
James!
Also a TTW home smile.
James, thank you very much for the 9-month resub. This is not only one TTW home, but I currently have 6 cells in this mod. 6 player homes for the price of 1. And by the time I'm finished, there's probably going to be another one. Because I have an idea for another one I talked about last night. I might put that in Minefield. It's going to be a little mini vault. I might put that up around Minefield. I haven't decided yet. But thanks for the resub, James. Appreciate it. Good to see you. Eventually, this is going to be a weapons locker. And I'm going to have dynamic clutter that when you put stuff in the container, some static weapons will show up there just to show that it's filled up. I might just link up the container. This is just static right now. I'm going to link it to an actual container. Might do that tonight. I might hold off on that. We'll see how I feel. But that'll be a weapons locker. And since it's a listing post, I kind of put in some other stuff here. Just some random computer components. Just to kind of get that impression. And those all light up. They're extremely cool. Just to give the impression that, yes, it was used by the military at one point, and for whatever reason, 200 years later, the equipment's still working, because why not? And then the bedroom will be in here. I just literally have a couple cots. And one of Joe Kareen's assets is this very cool empty microfiche stand. She took the microfiche machine off it, and I've used this for little end tables and stuff. So I just threw that in here. Mad Dog, how the hell are you? You're doomed. Yes, the GECK and the CK will steal your soul. That is if you have a soul to steal in the first place. I was fine. I didn't have a soul to steal, so it had no effect on me. So I still have the marker there. I'm probably going to add a little bit of when I have like maybe a security camera. When I'm finished, I probably will put a terminal over here that you'll have to hack to unlock the door. Probably what I'm going to do. I haven't decided yet, but that's probably going to be a thing. So that's where I am with this. Oh, the bathroom down here. Oh, Joe Kareen. I'm using a bunch of Joe Kareens. Actually, these sinks are Joe Kareens. I turn those into working sinks, and I'm using a lot of her stuff. And I'm actually starting to make my own clutter assets, because I had a whole library of those for Fallout 4, but since I'm not touching that anymore, I need to kind of rebuild my library. Using any Joe Kareens meshes, hide so that you run them through sniff. Okay, cool. I did not know that. I will do that. Look into that. I haven't had any problems with them yet. Of course, I haven't used them extensively, so. But thanks for that. She made some awesome stuff, amazing stuff. So, Vin Holland, hello. How you doing? So these are the mirrors we set up in the other cell last night. They're the same ones, just different orientation. I'm gonna make those the barber with the barber menu. We'll just drop those activators in some point. And it's a couple turrets. We got the turrets and my first infirmary and probably a chemistry station, because I have a chemistry station mesh that I threw together. I'll probably drop those in there, and maybe a shower or something else down here. So if you're working in close quarters with your buddies in the bunker, you don't want to stink. Or maybe you do. Maybe you want to stink. And then up here in the entrance area, if this looks very similar to the BOS bunker in Dead Money, that's because it is. I kind of got the idea from that. This is going to have some random clutter. I'll put some lootable stuff over there. Explains the missing mesh. Missing soul. Missing soul TV. So one thing I do want to do tonight is I kind of stole the idea from Dead Money. Last night, initially, I was going to have a door here to go outside somewhere. Well, since I decided to move this up towards Girder Shade, it's just going to be one of the sewage drains. And that's what we're going to use. That's going to be our load door, and I want to get that set up tonight. So, I'm much better with the coughing, Van Hollen. Thank you. I actually started coughing a little bit before the stream. I hadn't coughed all damn day, and like right before the stream, it started up again. But it's fine. I'm not going to be streaming as long as we did last night, so it should be fine. But glad to see you. Good. I know I don't normally stream Mondays, but this is a special occasion because I may not be streaming this weekend. So, but we'll see what happens. And I don't have to work tomorrow, so that's another celebration. So the things I want to do tonight. Like Willow would say. Last night we were working on. Let me switch cells here. The other one we were working on a little bit. The survivalist bunker. So, if you remember last night, we were having this issue. Uru! How the hell are you, man? Good to see ya. Looking for someone. Goes by the name of Gary? Gary. Haha, Gary. Normally, I could play the Gary clip, but I don't have those on my desktop source. I gotta do that. If I'm gonna be doing more of these modding streams, I need to get all my sounds and shit set up for the desktop source. But I'll wait till I get back to the main computer for that. How you doing, Uru? Good to see you. If you remember, we had this issue last night in this corner, where you see where the demarcation line is for the wall piece. We were getting like a very noticeable variation in the lighting there. Like this corner was a lot darker than all the others. And I thought it was the lighting shaders, and then I thought maybe the room bound I have set up so the lights actually work was the thing, and then I thought, well, maybe there's something wonky with the normal map on that mesh, but it's the same mesh for all the corners, and none of those are doing it. So, genius modder that I am, discovered that I actually had two sections occupying the same space. I must have hit Control D at some point. So I had literally two meshes occupying the same space. I got rid of one of them, and it works now. So I don't know how the hell I did that. But that's something if you're doing this and you see what one area is a little bit darker than the other and it's noticeable, make sure that you didn't duplicate it like I did. Don't be a Mr. Bungle. Only a Mr. Bungle would duplicate meshes in the same spot. Only a Mr. Bungle would do that. So yeah, so that's fine. If you were here for that and we were scratching my head trying to figure out what was going on, that was it. Genius. All right, so we're going to go back to the listing post. Senior modding moment. You damn right. All right, so I think before I wanted to change the lighting template and the audio template and the image space in this. I was looking at some other cells. Since this is going to be different than what I initially had set up yesterday, it's going to be a completely different environment. I want to change the lighting and the ambient sounds, but I want to wait until we do the load door, because then we'll go check out the load door and then I can go and test that stuff. So I think we'll do that I get the load door out of the way since I know where it's going to go. And then the other things I wanted to do was maybe get that container set up. I don't think I'm going to do the actual... maybe we'll do the clutter later. I'm not sure. Get some more stuff, some assets in here, some asses. We'll get some asses in here. Maybe work on the bedroom a little bit. I have my cheat sheet of items that I want to get in here. Maybe do... the lighting. Uru will be very happy to know that I did track down the light that I saw in the Broken Steel tunnel the other night. And I was very happy to find out that Broken Steel actually adds an off variant of that mesh. So if I want to use those for lights, I can have there's an on and off state for those. So if I want to have my light toggle switch script turn those on and off, yeah, they're very cool. And then there's a light beam that they use on it that has a maintenance that gave that nice glow to it. Yeah, I was thinking of using those in the hallway out here and see how they look. Setting one of those up tonight, like up on the ceiling. Illuminate. Yes, it was a very illuminating experience, let me tell you. So I think the first thing I'm going to do is actually... we'll grab this. I'm going to go change this stuff here. We're going to change this to... Do I want Metro Utility? I'm going to do... isn't there just a utility one? Interior utility. I thought there was interior utility. I thought that's what I looked before. No, there isn't. Okay, it's intro Metro. I'm going to change the acoustic space. Metro Utility 1. We'll try that. And we're going to change this to... I took screenshots of the cell I wanted to use. Let's go into Bridge. Utility default image space. All right. that. Because if I don't take screenshots, I don't remember anything. So we'll hit apply on that. And then lighting, we're going to actually go back and use... Let me put this on my other monitor here. Because I can't... whoops. Come on, Bridge. This is how I spend my time. I'll go through cells, and I'll take screenshots of assets and the lighting templates, because I can never remember what this shit is. If I see something I like and I want to replicate it, I got to take a screenshot, and then I can work with it from there. So this is going to be utility default lighting template DC, and we're going to change some of the ambient light here. Make this 20, 30, 30. Oh, Mad Dog, I had pizza yesterday and today. I got a nice big-ass pizza yesterday and finished it off for dinner tonight. Even though I made stew in the crock pot, I'm going to have that after the stream because it wasn't done in time. It should be done in a little bit here. Yeah, I got a big-ass pizza, and it's just me, so... Just me and the cat. So I get all the pizza. I'm going to keep that the same. Keep that. Do I want this? We'll see how that looks. Is that what I want? 30, 30, 15, 20, 28? That replicates that. Okay. We'll see how that goes. And yeah, we're good. We're gonna go with that. And I'm gonna close up this. My cat's name is Cleo. As in Miss Cleo. You guys remember Miss Cleo? She's 18, black with a little white on her belly, and she's been on chemo for 3 years. You'd never know it, though. You'd never know she was 18, and you never know she's been on chemo for 3 years. She does not act or look like she's 18 years old. Geezer! Hello, buckaroos. How you doing? In fact, anybody that's been on the channel for a while has probably heard her. She'll come in with she's got one of the... Well, it's a toy mouse, but right now all it's left is the pelt because the plastic shell went away years ago, so it's just a toy mouse pelt, but she'll bring it in here with the hunting sound, and you can hear it very clearly on the mic. So, Miss Cleo, yeah. Well, that's what I say, but my ex-girlfriend actually named her after, I think it was the goldfish in Pinocchio was named Cleo? That's who my ex-girlfriend named the cat after. But I said, no, it's Miss Cleo, the fake fortune teller. Jim, how you doing, Jim? Good to see you, man. So I changed the acoustic space for this cell, right? But I don't want I don't want this area here to sound like the utility tunnel. So I'm gonna set up an acoustic zone. As I mentioned yesterday, Obsidian broke those in New Vegas. They shipped it with the broken acoustic zones, so you have to have JIP to fix it so that they work. And you really should be using JIP, so it shouldn't be a problem. I'm going to set up an acoustic zone so that when you transition from the top to the lower floor, the ambient sounds will change. The background sound will be different. And I might do it for the bedroom and the hallway too, and just... Or at least the bedroom. Just since the bedroom's smaller, I might put a different acoustic zone in there too, just because it's going to sound a little different. How you doing, Jim? Murder and Mayhem at a discount. Yes, except it's with a C, not a K. But she's actually a good cat. I've never actually had to yell at her. Amazingly enough, she's never gotten into mischief. I've never had to scold her. So, the cat that I used to have was definitely Murder at Mayhem. Actually, for him, it was Murder and Mayhem at a premium price. Because my cats don't do anything cheap, let me tell you. What am I doing here? I am going to do the acoustic zone first. Yes. And if I recall, it's this, and then this. And I want the industrial. Is there an industrial? Industrial, yes. Interior industrial, we'll do that. Now uh-oh. What happened here? Oh, for a second I couldn't move anything. I couldn't rotate. No matter what I selected, I couldn't couldn't rotate. That was odd. Well, I was going to say, sometimes I'll set these up, and they just won't show up. And I had the same thing in the Fallout 4 CK. They just will not appear until I relaunch the GECK. But this one actually worked. I'm going to drop this down right below the floor. So I just want this room to have the industrial room sound. So we'll just drag that over the room here. And I'm probably going to put, for the collapsed tunnel here, I'll probably do another one in there too, because why not? Let's make sure this goes. Not that you're ever going to go down this far, but that's fine. Who else is here? Junkie, slowly realizing how many things Obsidian broke. Yes, they did. But the light shaders, the cell music, it's kind of special. But yeah, I'm slowly learning all that stuff too, because I worked in the Fallout 4 CK for almost 5 years, and finally said, no, I'm kind of done with this so-called game, and I've only been using the GECK for 6-7 months, maybe 6 months, maybe 7, something like that. So I'm still learning. Every time I open this up, I learn something new. What's going on here? Don't think cat care is worth a C or a K. Wah, wah. Nope, they don't. They absolutely don't. And Holland says, oh, you got to spoil the kitties. You absolutely got to spoil them. And she's extremely spoiled. Grumpy like an old man all his kitty life. I had one like that. I had a cat that would, he'd act like he wanted him to pick. He was a sweet cat, but he had these things, his routine where he would act like he wanted attention, act like he wanted to pick you up, and you pick him up, and he'd just like go Tasmanian devil on you. I'm not even joking. It was special. Oh, that's a collision marker. I don't want a collision marker. I want another acoustic zone. Acoustic zone. And this one I'm going to make the metro. I think there's a tunnel. Metro tunnel? Metro utility large. Let's try a metro utility large on this. We'll see what that. I can always come back and change that later. Yeah, it's doing this thing again. It's like hanging and not letting me rotate or do anything. There. Yeah, it literally hung up for a second when I did this. I'm on my backup computer because my main computer died, and I have never really used the GECK on this machine before. I've never had that happen. That's a little weird. Hey, Adama, how you doing? So it doesn't really matter if these overlap a little bit. In fact, I don't really care if they do. I can always tweak them later. So all I'm going to do is drag this over here, so if you come through here... Did I just knock that over? I kind of did. Come through here, the sound will be just a hair different. And that's a collision marker there, so... Because you don't need to be going down there. That goes to Ravenholm. Nobody goes to Ravenholm. Alright. Alright, that's good. Let's save that. And... let's go hide those. Let's go set up our happy little load door. Because I know where this is going to go. Property window is open but out of focus behind. The render window can do it too. Yes. Yep. But that's usually what I do. But I got nothing open. And I still have the thing. I had it like right before I started the stream where I must have nudged the render window. And half the shit in the render window just disappeared. And I had to relaunch the GECK. And I don't know why it does that. I thought it was something to do with my old computer, but it does it on this one too. And the Fallout 3 GECK does it. So, it is what it is. So the ladder here, that's actually the door. That's actually the load door. And this is just static. So I'm gonna... Do I wanna... I think I remember what cell it is. I think it's Garage 02. We're gonna load up the Jocko's Pop and Gas cell. I just got to get over to the Wasteland. Let's bring this in here so you guys can see it. And I believe it was Garage 02. I looked that up before. I could go into the interior, but then I gotta go into 2 cells. I think it was this one. Okay. Yep. So what I'm going to do is let me turn the borders on here. We're going to put our drainage ditch right over here, right on the edge of this building right here. And I just want to make sure that I'm not going to actually nudge anything, get it dirty at it. So I'm going to move this out of the way here. We're going to... Actually, I don't even need this. I'm going to close this up. And I think it was just called drain. No, sewer. Megaton sewer exit. So I don't think this has a script or anything on it. No. So I can just use this one. It should be fine. We're going to drop that right here. So if you guys have been watching my Fallout 3 playthrough.
Hello there. It's good to see a friendly
This area
face.
probably looks
Almost
very
took you for a
familiar.
raider I did.
DRC Dr. How am I going to say this? Dr. Cezernu? Is that how you say that? I'm terrible with Twitch names. But thank you for the follow and welcome. This is the same location where I'm using another bunker mod for Fallout 3. That I actually moved the location here from Rivet City. I'm putting this in the same exact spot. Same exact spot. Because I really want something in this part of the map. And if I'm going to make this bunker, it's very similar to the one that I'm using. I'm just going to put it here and not use the other. I did port that mod to myself for TTW 3.3, but I'm just going to use my own. Voice sounds familiar from someone who watched playing Fallout 4 and Fallout 3. Yeah, that's because it's me. I changed the channel name a couple weeks ago. So I used to be the Red Rocket TV. I'm no longer Red Rocket TV. I mean, you can still call me Red, but yeah, I changed the channel name a few weeks ago. 2 weeks ago now. So that's it. That's the only edit. Oh, the map marker. We're gonna do the map marker too. We'll do the map marker and then we'll go hook up the load door to the inside. Okay. So there is an enclave encampment right across the road there, but if you're careful, they won't see you. We'll put that right there, and then we're gonna same thing we did yesterday. Oh, the other thing, last night's stream, I posted on the Discord last night when we set up that load door for the other cell that we were working on, the bomb shelter. I forgot to set up the north marker. You finished your Fallout 4 finally, Lander. Nice. That means you're gonna play TTW next, right? Right? Congratulations on that, Land. I'll have to go watch the VOD now and see how you ended up. Nice. Congrats, man. That's awesome. I will check that out. So I didn't set up a north marker. And I'm going to show you guys what that is and why I do it tonight. So, nice starting to awesome, man. Well, I hope I'm able to watch at least part of it. I don't know. I got to take the car into the dealer to have them give me an estimate on the damage from the hit and run last week. So I don't know how long I'm going to be there or what's going to happen. So hopefully I'll be home in time to check it out and say hello. Cool, man. That's awesome. I don't want this to overlap with Jocko, so actually let's make this 300. So you have to be right on top of it. I think maybe that's a little too much. Let's do 400. There we go. So you'll have to be pretty much right on top of it. I don't want it to interfere with this one. And then we're going to go give this a name. Yep, this is for TTW. This will be a TTW mod. Capital Wasteland. All right, Adama, thanks for staying. Thanks for stopping by and hanging out, man. Appreciate it. Good to see you. We'll catch you later. Have a wonderful night at the work. Oh, you can set reputation on this. Oh, no, you can't. I thought maybe that was for reputation, but I guess not. All right, so we're going to call this the Listening Post hideout. And I think that's it. That's all we need. We got our that. We got our that. All right. So we got our load door set up, and we have our map marker. And let's go back to the interior cell. And we're going to go back to the listening post. Okay. And let's go find our happy little ladder. I'm going to turn the markers back on so I can see the door marker. And all we're going to do, this probably should be, make those both persistent. Although I think the game automatically makes them persistent once I set them up, but we'll do it anyway. Bam. Yeah, it automatically makes them persistent, so. All right, and then just like yesterday, we have to move it to where we want it. And then we'll have to go back to the outside and move it. So we'll put it right there, and that'll be good. We'll go back a little bit. I'll leave the COC marker where it is for now. We'll make a save. Let me catch up on chat here. Create a highlight, nice. Well, I'll check out the VOD too, man. But that's awesome. I'm looking forward to your TTW run. Mad Dog saying you should do a Fallout 76 no-hit permadeath. Oh boy. Lander doesn't hate himself quite that much, I don't believe. All right, so let's go back outside. Click that, and then, and like I did for the other cell we did, I'll go back into Xedit and make sure there were no dirty edits or anything. I didn't get anything, no dirty edits yesterday, so that was good. But I'll check that again later. I think that's good for now. We'll just put it right there. If I need to change it, I can always come back and change it. So there's that. All right, so what I'll need to do next is we want to go and make sure this works, that it just works. And then once I know where I'm going to be, what direction we'll be facing will determine where I put the north marker. The north marker is basically just an arrow that it points north. And you put those in there so that your Pip-Boy orientation on the map, your compass orientation, is the same when you transition between the cells, because otherwise, I don't even know what it defaults to. If you're in the interior cell and you go through the load door and you're facing a completely different direction, oh, yeah, my immersion is ruined. I like having them consistent, so we'll set up a north marker, but we have to determine where we're facing when we leave, and then I can set up the north marker based on that. So we'll do that. My immersion. I gotta have my immersion. All right, so let me switch sources here. We'll switch over to the game. Oh, I gotta get Crunch before we do anything. Crunch, there's your run for the night. There's your run, Crunch. The only run you're gonna get. Let me switch over. I'm just gonna launch the game here. Should have game sign in a second. Yeah, I couldn't do a death counter if I wanted to. The application that I had on my other computer for the death counter apparently is no longer available. Because I think I looked for something. I can't even download it anymore if I wanted to. Or there was a reason I didn't get it. I can't remember. Anyway, I don't have that application on this computer, so. Army. Is it Outpost? I think it's Outpost. No. Army U. Army Outpost 01. No. What the hell did I call this? Army Post. Herpaderp. Army Post 01. There we go. Alright, so this is with the new lighting template. I have absolutely no lights in here right now. So it is going to be a little dark. But that's fine. We'll take care of that. Go downstairs here. So there's our script should shut the door here. There we go. So here's everything. Oh, this makes... I'm going to change this. There's a silent version of this. I want to change that out tonight. So that doesn't annoy me and make sound. So we've got loading bench. workbench, and the repair bench over there. So let's go check the load. Make sure that that just works. Later did the Capital Wasteland and beauty. All right, so we're facing that way, north. Where's north? North is the exact opposite direction. So if we go back into the cell, where we look, see how my compass is facing south now? We should be actually facing north. Oh, did we get enemies? Oh yeah, there's dogs over there. Magic! I wave my hand and they all just perish. So yeah, we actually will have to put the north. This will be easy because the north marker is just the end of the wall. It's due north and due south, so that's easy to fix. So this is the other. We just we're working on here. That's got. Oh, the music I'm hearing is from VLC. Yeah, dog's sleeping. The dog went to sleep. Exactly, Zaggy. How you doing? All right, so. And that's the same script. All right, that's cool. So that shit all works. All right, let's go do that. Let's go get the north marker. That's easy because sometimes I have to go and adjust it a few times to get it to line up. I actually had to adjust it twice last time on another cell. So you just search for north, and you got to have your markers on, obviously, and it's just this. It's a yellow arrow. That's all it is. You point it north. And that's all you do. It's just that simple. It just works. So let's go back and test that again. Well, I kind of don't. See, I did the thing. I did the thing where I didn't switch the source. I thought I did. Sorry about that. So filter for north marker. You find the north marker and you just drag it into the render window. It's just this little yellow triangle. I saw nothing. It's like Dr. Brown. You've ruined everything. So that's it. You point it the way you want north to go, and that's it. It just works. It just friggin' works. So now we're going to go back to darkness. Back to the darkness. And we're going to load the game again. We'll go test it. I knew I was going to do that eventually. That happens at least once or twice these streams. I can't believe I hadn't done it. Red Rocket? Yeah. I changed the channel name a couple weeks ago. Let's see. COCAARTV. You probably didn't realize it until until I did the Dr. Brown bit. But yes, I did change the channel a couple weeks ago. Rebranded everything. RTV Army Post 01. Alright. So, compass now shows us facing north. And when we leave, we're okay, this isn't. Oh, that is right. That is right. Because, yes, when we come up the ladder, we're coming out the ladder facing this direction. And when we turn. Oh, here we go again. By the power of magic, I command thee, welcome to dying. Here we go. So yeah, that is what we want. There is due south and due north. And then we go due north. And if we go back in, we're due north. There we go. Thanos snapped. Yes. If you were following me previously, Zaggy, before the channel name changed, then hopefully, sounds like you were. I know a lot of people probably, let me switch back here so we're not in total darkness. See some strange channel show up in their Twitch feed. Alright, so we should have everything back. There we go. Alright. So that works. Alright. But yes, that would be me. DJ X, how you doing? I might have to get coffee in a minute here. My coffee is almost empty and it's cold. So we did the load door, we did the acoustic zones, we did the north marker. What else did I want to do here? That's it, everybody. Good night. No, let's set up. I should have made a list of shit that I wanted to do here. Let me check my notes. What else I wanted to go and add in here? I have some clutter stuff filled out. Oh, maybe we can do a couple lights. I do want to go and get this set up. I do want to go get an activator set up for this. So what this is going to be static. I actually have a container under here. So the reason I'm doing this, instead of just making this a container, this is a mesh from a modder's resource. It has no animation states. And if I want the animation script that I'm going to use, or not the animation, the script I'm going to use for the clutter, actually that might work. That might work. There was another reason I was doing it this way. I'm going to set up an activator that's going to be linked to the container here. So you'll actually be opening the container, but it's going to be with a static mesh. And there was a reason I was doing that, and it has to do with not having an animation state. Now I can't remember what that was. I think it was because of the once the container has something in it, I want static clutter weapons to show up here, and I think I needed the animation state. It detects the animation state to check the contents. I think that's why I was doing it this way. Pipeline system by the ceiling. Yep, this is the Fallout 3 New Vegas industrial kit, and it has if you look at it from the top, what the hell is all that stuff? There's no it's not textured on the top, so you can see down, and it makes it a lot easier to do the level design with. But if you come in here, it doesn't have a bottom either. It doesn't have a floor from the bottom. But if you come up here and look at it, yeah, those are all pipes in the ceiling. So if you're in the cell, those are all pipes, and they all connect based on, and it's pretty cool how this kit's set up. You can mix and match the pieces, but the parts, the hoses and the pipes always connect. It's pretty cool. This is one of my favorite kits. I really like it. Utility kit in Fallout 4 absolutely sucks. It's fugly as hell, and I hated using it. The last few mods I did use it in, I retextured it to match these because they're just fugly. So I think we go get this set up now. The assets in that game are just so butt ugly. I couldn't. Besides not being able to bear the game anymore, I couldn't deal with working with the shitty looking assets. They're just so fucking ugly, so cartoony looking. Ugh, absolutely horrid. Very, very boring too. Very boring kits. Not at all happy with them. So, I did say I wanted to replace this, because this one actually has a sound on it. There's a silent version. So I'm going to actually do Control F. We're going to do a replace in place with this. All right, Lander, you got to rest up for that TTW run tomorrow. You have a good one, man. Thanks for hanging out. Always good to see you. You have a good night, man. Hopefully I'll catch you tomorrow. Thanks for being here. If I knew how much we made or retexture for... Oh, God, I don't doubt it. I don't doubt it. My last few Fallout 4 mods, the reason the last couple I did were so goddamn big, like I think Underground Hideout was over a gig, because I retextured almost everything to match the Fallout 3 mod and all the new assets I got together for it. So, I say, how come it's a gig? They're like, well, because if I used Fallout 4's shitty assets, it wouldn't look anything like the mod I'm trying to replicate. That's why. So I just did a Control F, search and replace, and just like your word processor, you can search and replace assets. It's pretty cool. So this is conveniently already has the one that I want to replace. So we're gonna click OK, replaced, and then if we open this up, there's no sound selected. So when we go back into the cell, we won't have that electronic buzzing computer sound in the way. All right, so I actually have. We got to duplicate two things. I've got to go back to the activator. So I already have a script that does what I want it to do, but it's for a specific container, and actually it's for that, we got to get that in here too, which I'm actually going to, for now, this is the other thing we should do. I'm going to get, I mentioned in the past few streams that all of these cells in this mod are going to have a shared storage container. I'm actually going to drop that down here. So this is basically an activator. Let's go do that right now. It is linked, or will be linked momentarily. Got to make this persistent. In another cell, I have a container that serves as kind of like the cloud storage. I made it an ammo box. Its only purpose in the cell is to hold your shit. So every cell has one of these activators that's linked to that container. So when you activate this, you're opening the container in the other cell. You can put your stuff in it. You go to one of the other player homes, you go to the same identical container in that cell, you open it up, and there's the shit that you put in there. We'll go test this in a little bit when we get it back. Yep, cloud storage. So all I need to do is, I don't even need to do this. I could just go through here. Actually, should be the shared storage cell, and I have the ref all named, and that's it. And I hit OK. Bam. That little green arrow that goes off to nowhere, that's going to the other cell. And I'll show that to you. Let me make a save. We'll go take a look at that. We'll go to linked ref. View the linked source. And there it is. There is your cloud storage. There's the cloud storage right there. That's it. So that's done. We'll go test that one once we go into the cell. Look at other stuff. We'll give that a whirl. Well, that's it. So that's done. So I actually have the script that's attached to this. Plays a sound. It's the magic ammo box of holding, Mad Dog. It's magic. It's magic. We're going to essentially use this script, but this script plays the Foot Locker open and close sound, and I don't want that. So I'm going to have to replicate that and take the sound out. And I should have do I have an activator for this? I don't think I do. What I'm going to do is use the same activator that I have for the mirror. So we're going to open this up, and we'll set up the mirror tonight. And this is going to be the gun locker activator. And we're going to call this one gun cabinet. And I will take that script off in a minute. Okay. And where is that now? Let me get rid of the script for now, because we don't want this to be a barber. Okay. What I'm going to do is go into my files here. I have this. And I'm going to grab... Let's go make a new script here. Let me move this so it's not hiding chat. It's like exactly like a TARDIS. Do you pay to transfer? It's by the pound. And if you go over your carry weight, if the container has more than your carry weight, then you're fined like 30 caps a day or something like that. I have to adjust the global variable. No, I'm kidding. What am I looking for? Scripts. And I really like that your scripts are in your ESP. I'm just saying, I really like. I do wish you could put scripts on a reference though. I miss that. And I'm gonna call this. Let's see. TTW Hideouts. Okay. And so what I'm just going to basically copy this. And we're going to get rid of the sounds. I might go add other sounds to this if I think I need them. But this is the script I'm using to activate the cloud storage container. But I had the Foot Locker sound set to play when you open and close that, because it's supposed to be Foot Locker. I don't want that for this. So that should be that. Make sure I didn't, no, all compiled and everything. Oh boy. Couldn't get models. Who knows? Okay. So there's that. And then we'll go back to this and we'll put the script on it. If I can find it. Gun locker activator script. There we go. You can put scripts on a reference with an effect. Really? Which tab does that go in? Or do you have to put an effect on... How would you do that? Because that's pretty cool. In the CK, there's a scripts tab here, and you can go put right on the reference. Where would I look for that? Because I'll start trying that. Because it's nice to not have to make a new base form to stick the script on. If I could just use a vanilla one and not have to add another record, that would be cool. That's why I like doing that. If I could just use a vanilla object and attach a script to it, that would be great. But we'll just do this for now. Depends on what type of... pretty much activators. Activators or doors, for the most part. So like this is... I'm just going to do an activator on this. Pretty much what I put scripts on are activators and doors. That's pretty much it. So if I could do that with an activator, that'd be awesome. Like, or even a container. Activators, doors, containers. Be pretty much it. Let's go ahead and add this. Now, this is going to be a big boy. You watch the bitter cup. Oh, I'm glad you got a chance to see that nugget. That was god damn, that was fun. How come this isn't doing what I want it to do? Oh, because I'm not using the right letter. That's why. You have to make a base. Okay, all right, that's fine. I just really like just being able to drag like a vanilla container in and drop a script on the reference rather than have to make a new base form. That's fine though. So what kind of objects can you put an effect on? Are you talking like actors or weapons or things like that? Not that I'll ever do that, but it's kind of cool to know that that sort of thing's possible for some stuff. Okay, I just want to make sure that this is out far enough so that the collision doesn't get in the way. So we're going to go link this. So the script basically says when this gets activated, open the linked reference. And we're going to link the reference, which is this container down here. And, oh, this has got to be persistent. And this should be persistent. Yes. All right, that is. Oh, that already is. Nice. Okay. Actors, weapons. There's the thing actors are considered containers. That's... Ah, okay. All right. So that might explain why the modders resource I'm using for H-Man's weapons, dynamic weapons displays is that they're actually linked to an actor. And I best I could determine that the actor is actually equipping the weapon or something, that the actor is being used as a container. There's an actor in another cell. There's an NPC in another cell, I think is what that's used for. Possibly. If I read things right. That's cool. Alright, I'll look into that. I don't know that I'll ever need it, but it's good to know it's there. Alright, I'm gonna actually put my script on this here too. Can I do that? Do I want to put this on here? I'm using this in other... Check the ammo press and TTW using actor to show the... Okay, cool. Thanks. Yeah, I like knowing things I can go back and look at in reverse engineer. So that's fine. If I have a reference, something I can go and look at, I'm golden. All right, I'm going to unlink this one. We're not going to use this. I'm using this in other cells. So we're going to get rid of this one. And I already have this named here, though. All right, here's what we're going to do. I'm going to duplicate this container. We're going to make another one of these. I'm just going to call this O2. And we're going to call it gun cabinet. That's right, it's named differently too. So the reason I don't want to use this container, I'm using this container in other cells, but I need to attach a script to the base ID, and it's named differently than what I want. So I'm making a duplicate of this, and I'm going to replace with the one I'm making now here, and then we'll link that one up. That way, because I have the activator named gun cabinet, I want this to say gun cabinet when it opens up. So, and I already have the reference named, so I'm just going to do a replace and see if this should work. And then we'll go back and link this one. I didn't think about that when I dropped this in here this morning. There we go. Okay. So that's still got the reference. Yep, cool. And come back down here. Bam. All right, cool. All right, so that's done. And the other thing I need to do, let me go back to my... I love having this stuff as text files. I have a script that will determine if there's stuff in the container, activate and enable a linked reference. And we're going to make an X marker and parent some static weapons to it. And I just got to figure out which one of these it is. It should be shelf. Shelf? Clutter. Aha! I think this is the one. If container inventory is greater than 0, marker in it. Yep, this is the one. This is the one. This is the one. All right, I'm going to go back to my actual mod scripts. There we go. Okay. So what I'm going to do now, we're going to write a script. Well, I already have the script. We're going to add a script to this that if there's more than one item in the container, it's going to enable a marker. And we'll make the X marker first because I have to define that. Actually, it's just to be a linked reference, so it doesn't matter. We can do the script first. There's going to be an X marker up here. And we're going to put some static gun models in here that'll be disabled. They'll be parented to the X marker, which will be disabled. So when you put... The short of it is, when you put something in the container, script says, oh, there's something in the container. I'm going to turn the marker on. And then when the marker gets turned on, all the guns get turned on. All the guns will magically appear. And when you take the stuff out, if the script says when there's nothing in the container, turn the marker off. Everything goes away. Captain Squirrel, how the hell are you, sir? Good to see you. Welcome. Welcome. Hope you're doing well, man. DJX says, don't have time to do scripts, too much to build. I'm not doing a whole lot of scripting for this mod, but I got a sorting script that for another couple mods I'm working on. One for New Vegas and one for TTW. That I'm amazed that I got them to work as well as I did. Of course, I had somebody else's script to start as a base, which was a huge head start. Coming from Papyrus to this wasn't as bad as I thought it was going to be, but there's so many cool functions that I'm finding between stuff from Jip and Johnny Guitar. There's just so much cool shit you can do in this game that you just Fallout 4 you just can't because it's kind of dumb. So let's see. All right, so we're gonna make another script here, and I'm just gonna actually. Oh, where's the scripts? I'll figure out. I'll get all this shit memorized eventually. I know it's down here. There we are. All right, new. And this one, I'm just going to copy and paste everything from this, and we're just going to change a few things. So this is going to be CW hide. Oh, I probably could put a... you know what? I could put a variable. I might change this later. I might want to do this in another cell. For now, we're going to stick with this for a specific marker, but I might change this later to use a variable so that I can use this in other scripts, or other containers rather. But for now, we'll just do this one. At least if I can get this working, if I decide I want to do this in another cell, I'll come back and change it. Right now, I'm not going to worry about it. I just want it to work. And that should compile. Let's check, make sure. Nope. Oh, I don't have the markers. See, this is the thing. This is why I would want to use a variable for this. Because I don't have the reference set up yet. I gotta set the reference up. So let's do that. This is all learning process for me. So we gotta name this. It's looking for the ref, and the ref doesn't exist. And we want this initially disabled. And let's drag this up here. Eventually, I'll learn that I can just use variables for stuff like that. I might come back and redo this. If I decide I want to do the same thing in another cell, I'm trying to keep these simple. And this isn't something I really had planned on doing, but I'm doing it. SUP has a function that lets the game create Excel spreadsheets and read paste bins in game. Isn't it also one that logs into your Nexus account or something that can read your Nexus account? Doesn't it connect to the internet for you too? And download porn for you? Alright, so what was I doing? Oh, the marker. Some online function that makes a little sense. Yeah, because that's the one that uses that's the one that adds the like the Dark Souls notes. That was a hot thing for 10 minutes. Yeah, no, I'm kidding when I say that. Oh, I'm not looking for this. About it downloading porn and stuff. Yeah, I've actually used it. I've actually used it in the past. I just haven't. I don't think I have anything that needs it. I wouldn't hesitate if I wanted something that required it. I wouldn't hesitate to use it. Let's put it that way. What am I looking for? The gun case. There we go. Nope. Oh, I got to make the new one. All right, I think it's coffee time. Let me just get this script set up, and then I'm going to take a break. Okay, yep, that works better. Let me just double check this here. Let's go. I'm going to clear the log, and I'm going to compile that again just to make sure. And once I come back and edit this, I can do this in Notepad++ because of the hot reloads. Yep, that's good. All right, cool. All right, and then we're going to take this, open up base form. We'll attach this marker. Set a clutter script. Bam. So the script is on there. And after I come back with some coffee, I'll go add some guns to this, and we'll parent them to that marker up here. And then we'll go check that out, and then we can go and check out the, what was the other thing we just did? There was something else we did. Oh, the storage locker. We'll go check those two things out. Let me catch up on chat here. Many says use SUP NVSC, the SUP date checker. Pretty neat. We'll put a notification in your screen if any XMV hosted offsite. Oh, that's cool. Junkie says using melee hit stop, which requires it. Okay. Don't really need it, but it worked well. I think I was going to look at using something. I can't remember now. There was something I was recently looking at that required it. I don't remember what it was now, because I'm like that. I can't remember shit anymore. I can't remember anything. In fact, that I need coffee like half an hour ago. So, quick break. I'm gonna get a coffee. You guys do what you got to do. Grab what you got to grab. I won't judge, and we'll get this set up here in a minute, and then see what else I want to poke around with tonight. What are we at here? An hour and a half? I can go about another hour. Another hour into an hour and a half. I think I got in me. I'll see you guys back here in just a few. We'll break some more shit. Okay, should be back. I hit all the right buttons. I don't have, again, I don't have any of my sound sources on the desktop scene, so I gotta fix that. But once I get the computer back up and running, I'm gonna make an effort to update the OBS stuff and get, so when we're doing the moddings, we can still, you know, have all those fun sounds you guys like. You crazy kids and your sounds. But thanks for sticking around for the break, everybody. Appreciate it. I got coffee. I'm good for another hour or so. Let's get to it. Do it. All right, so we're gonna put some guns in here. I'm gonna put some rifles and some energy weapons. And there's all these nice statics here. Let's drop in. Oh, I know what we can put in there. Let's put in. Let's put an assault rifle. Oh, that's a Chinese one. I don't want that. I'll drag this over here. Not only so you guys can see it too, but so that it doesn't cover up the chat. First person. Oh, that's assault rifle. Aha. G3 assault rifle. Okay. Nope. I'm still not used to how these directions work in this thing. CK has that little gizmo I always used to use with the wheel. And this doesn't have that. Does this drop down? Yes, it does. Okay, cool. So we're going to drop that in there. So these are just going to be... I'm not too particular about what guns are in here, as long as there's something. So let's do these one at a time. We're going to... let me do this first. Do I have the markers on? I do. To make this a little easier, I'm going to put that up there later. But for now, I'm going to go to link these up. It's not all the fucking way up there. Let's just get that so it doesn't clip. Okay. And enable parent we want. Bam. That one's done. I did set this initially disabled, right? Yes, I did. Okay. And let's go add... How about a sniper rifle? First-person sniper rifle. I do want to put a laser rifle in here, too. Got from Billy and with a wamp wife for only 500 caps. Put a laser rifle in there. Okay, enable parent. Bam. There's that one. Where's the laser rifle? Laser rifle. Okay, there's that. No, absolutely not. I will put the combat shoddy in there, you betcha. It's probably one of my favorite guns in the game, actually. That and A321's plasma rifle. Oh, I should put a plasma rifle over here, too. That's a little tight. I'm going to knock that down just a hair. My immersion. That's fine. I can always tweak it later if I have to. And enable parent. Bam. I want those to... Do I want those to pop in or no? No. I'll leave those on for now. Okay. Let's see. Plasma. Plasma rifle. Nope. Come on. There we go. That way. And then this way. Come on. There we go. Yeah, this one's definitely going to clip a bit. It'll be a little baby one. Whoops, not that baby. Did I make this here? That's what 81 look like. It might be a little... Yeah, it's too small. If it clips, it clips. I don't give a shit. I'll give you a full refund if you don't like it. 100% refund. Money back guarantee. Yeah, that's good. I might want to change the angle on that just a bit. Whoops. That's good. And I'm going to want to save. A little plasma carbine. The littlest plasma carbine. Good weapon for Bitter Cup. Alright, there's that. Alright. Oh, it looks like I forgot. Some of these are wider than the others. So I think we're going to put the combat... Yeah, okay, maybe we'll do this. Let's... No, not the Y. I'm going to move this down here. Combat Shoddy can go there because I think that has the drum magazine on it. Yeah. And that can fit there. Come on. Oh, I'm going to want to change this. Nope, not that one. It was the Z, right? Yes. Bring that out. Okay. We'll just make this... We'll shrink it. Honey, I shrunk the combat shotgun. Just a little bit. Just so that has a little bit more space there. Nope. Oh, I want the position, not the rotation. Oh, damn it. I didn't want to do that. You know what? That's fine. That's fine. That one. AMR in a lair. Will that fit in there? Is it under AMR? Or is it under... No. Oh, baby. Oh, baby. I don't know if that's going to fit. That's monstrous. Look at that. I don't think that's going to fit. That's definitely not going to fit. It's going to have to be shrunk. Like, a lot. Assault carbine. How about an assault carbine? Lever action rifle. That sounds good. Lever action. Be under... Would it be under a DLC? What was that? What would that be called? Hey, Crazy, how you doing? What is that called for the first person model? DLC 04? Oh, at the top? I have no idea what it's called. Oh, the rifle. Oh, there we go. How about the rifle unique? Oh, that. What's the difference? Go with that. That'll fit. That'll fit for sure. I want to put another energy weapon in there too. I think we'll go check out the lair. Come on. How's it going, crazy? Oh, what is that? That's better. There's that. Bam. Okay, and nope. There it is. That doesn't look right. Something's messed up on that. Do I have a texture open? I think I have something. Something's definitely not happy with that. I have no idea what's causing that. I don't have any mods that should be causing that. I'll look at that later. I do have some static, some unpacked assets. Maybe that doesn't like it. I'll figure out something else. Well, let's go take a look at it. Because I have had... No, that's... definitely broken there. Nope. It's I don't know what the hell that's doing. Let me see something. Where is this? Where's this mesh? I don't think I have any static weapons, though. I have, like, all the, I have some of the stuff unpacked so that I can relink meshes with if I want to make statics for stuff. I don't have any weapons, though, I don't think. Let me double check that. I'm just very curious what's actually causing that. Let's move this over here. I shouldn't have any weapon statics, though. At least I don't think so. I certainly don't have any retextures for anything. It's like it looks like it's a sign. Let's see, meshes. Oh, I do have some weapons. Handed rifle. I don't have that one, though. I have some weapons, but I don't have any of the DLC. I did not. I have not. This is my backup computer, because my main computer died. So I literally just copied all my files from my backup drive, or from my sync drive. I'm not going to update to 3.31 until I get my computer back up and running. Larry never ought to have had first-person stuff. Oh, is this stuff that you guys added then? Because I don't have this unpacked, so I don't know what's causing that. We'll put something else in there. I'll figure that out later. It could be something because I copied everything off of my backup drive, my sync drive, to this machine so I could stream and still do stuff until I get my other machine up and running. Don't know. I've never actually looked at that before, so. Oh, got one more. What should we put in? An energy weapon. What about the Gauss rifle? Will that fit? Oh, that probably won't. That won't fit. Not with the magazine. Oh, laser RCW. Will that fit? Probably not with the magazine. Well, let's try it. It clips a little bit, but I'm okay with it. It's fine. I could... No, I don't want to do that. I don't want to swap them around. That's fine. I'll go with that for now. I can always change it. If I get back to my other computer and get the layer situation figured out, I'll probably put that back. So enable, yes. Enable pair. Alright, so we should have... Let me make a save and make sure all these are actually linked. That. Double make sure that I actually did enable parent, because sometimes I have a brain fart and we'll go and do linked ref. I actually want enable. So before we go and find out something's not working, let's just double make sure I didn't fuck it up. Stewie fixed the continuous projectiles to restore the PTW to... Oh, nice! Yeah, the 3.31 came out literally a day before my computer had its meltdown. I was going to actually update that weekend, but I couldn't stop it from blue screening, so here we are. But one of my first tests when I get it rebuilt will be update and play test a little bit. Make sure everything works properly. Okay, so those look good. Okay, so let's do this. Let's click on something here so I can actually maneuver. Let's bring this back up to where I wanted it. Do that. All right, let's go. We'll test this, and then we got to go test the storage container. We'll test that. Let me switch back to this. And we'll get game sign. Might want to throw some lights in here tonight. You know, maybe we'll go work on the entranceway a little bit. Put some lights in there and some other stuff, and let's see what time it is. I want to start throwing some lights in here so I can actually see what I'm doing and see how things look. It's one thing to put the stuff in the cell, but when you go and see it, it's all fucking dark, so you can't really see anything. Army post 01. Nope. God damn it. Armoy. Armoy post. I'm a fucking genius, let me tell you. Yeah, see, it would be nice to have some light in here to see what the hell I'm doing. Alright, so this stuff should be empty. Empty. And this should, the shared storage. Alright, so I don't have anything in here that has loot in it, so we're gonna have to, grab a couple of weapons. My old standby sleepy time. 05000 80D. Let's do this. Nope. What was that? Oh. Let's spawn a lair in. What are those actually? What's the form of those? Wep lair? L-A-E-R. L-A-E-R. Huh. Not finding it. I'm typing something in wrong because I'm a freaking genius. Oh. Am I typing it wrong? Is that what I'm doing? L8? I am, aren't I? Norman Lear! We're looking for Norman Lear, everybody. Oh boy. I think I need a new keyboard too. No. L-A-E-R. Good night, everybody. Hey, Cornbread, how you doing? I'm proving what a genius I am. How you doing, man? B9CF. Okay. So what does this puppy look like? Oh, I got two of them now. That's fine. Can't really see. Oh, yeah, that's completely fucked. That is... That's not how that's supposed to look. It would help if I had actual lights in here. Is that how that's supposed to look? No, it's still the UV wrap on the stock is still fucked, I think. All right, I got something going on here. Doesn't matter. Yeah, it's super shiny. I don't know if that's my light. Oh no, look at that. Something's going on with that. Alright, first off. Now see, that looks good. The display one looks good. That looks perfectly fine. That looks perfect. Alright, we're going to leave that there. And we're going to put a gun in there. Those work. So the gun clutter works. Boom. I may have a loose file somewhere. That's the only thing I can think. I may have a loose file that it's using. I don't have any. I have a folder with all the static stuff, with all like the clutter and the junk, so that I can make static objects of things. I don't have any. I don't have the DLC weapons in there unless I have something somewhere else. That's very possible what I got going on. But that shit works. That shit works. All right, so let's do this. We'll put sleepy time in there. All right, and then we'll head over to one of the other cells. Go to the other one that's finished. Nope, I don't need this on anymore. We got lights. We got light switches here. And there's sleepy time. Take it out. Let's, do I have anything in here we could drop? Take that shit. Drop it. There. And then, oh, Junk was saying the missing thing, the ILO is the light switches from the walls. Well, check this out. All these are going to have working light switches. I could turn it on. I could turn it off. And lamps, too. The lamps work. Let's go, the other one here. Okay, this is the utility bunker. This is up north end of the map. This is the only one that I actually have out for use right now. Wave of the hand. Die. They used to be dying. So yeah, we're up here right now. This is where this one is. But this one has another set of lights. I just want to check the container in here too. So, darkness. Let there be light. Now, I got these on a delay. And then we should have another little light switch there. And the shared storage container. There's our stuff. Put sleepy time in there. And then, so this one's actually on my Discord right now. This is the only one that's technically ready for use, but it's got the weapon displays. There's the workbenches, the repair bench here. There's that. Sink. Cooking stove. And the bathroom. I did not put the working barber mirror in there, but it's got pretty much everything you need. Let's go back to the bunker. And there's sleeping time. So that shit works. Everything's linked. And this works. I actually made it work. There. Yay. Okay. Well, that's it. Mod's done. Add your own lights. No, I'm kidding. Okay. Let's switch back to this. So we're not total darkness. So yeah, I'm going to have the working light switches here. I'm probably going to have... what I was thinking of doing is having these two rooms on the delay. Like I have in the other bunker there. There's one script that there's two sets of lights paired into two sets of markers, and they just activate on a delay. And then I'll have a set for the bedroom and another set for in here. And the hallway in this are just going to be on permanently. There's no reason to have a light switch out there. Oh, thanks, Bateman. Appreciate that. I'm making progress, but got a long way to go before this thing is done. I've only got 5 more of these to do. What was it 4? I forget. Because I'm probably going to add another cell. I decided. I think I need a little mini vault. Alright, I will address the lair issue later. I probably have a stray mesh someplace. That's the only thing I can figure would be causing that. And it doesn't matter for now. If I get it fixed, I'll replace the laser RCW. What else did I want to do with this? Because I probably got about another maybe half hour, 45 minutes. Let's see. I did that. What else was on my list over here? Let me close this up. Let's go add some stuff out in here. I kind of wanted to play with those light meshes I found. Sundog, were you here earlier, Sundog? Did I not see you? Did I say hello to you? Hello, Sundog. I just saw you there, and I don't remember saying hello to you earlier. Hello, Sundog. How the hell are you? What I kind of wanted to do is, it's back here. I have a sign. I want to put one of those security cameras, which are very fucking cool. Animated security cameras, because Fallout 4 just has a shitty looking static security camera. We don't have anything cool and animated in that game, so I want to put one of those in here. And they were, I think this was the one, because they each have a different animation. Yeah, that one goes that way, and the 02 animates the other way. I don't want it pointing to the wall, so I'm going to put one of those on the wall. I always wanted to do a house with one of these. Lurkin, it's late here. Well, I'm glad you're here, even if you're just lurking. It's good to see you. I don't normally stream on Mondays, so. You should be sleeping. Yes. What the hell are you doing here? What are any of you guys doing here? Don't you have better things to do? Alright. Well, I hope you're doing well. So I'll just drop that there. So that will animate. And I have a sign. I don't have it. Do I not have my sign? Oh. Let me just look through my files here. I have a trespassers will be shot sign that I want to use. And I don't know if I brought it into this mod or not. I did. I just didn't bring it into the I didn't bring it into the mod. It's in my assets. I just didn't bring it in. I want to bring that in. We're going to put that right over here. I probably will put a terminal over here on the wall that you'll have to hack and unlock to unlock the door. I haven't decided yet. I was also thinking on this door up here that you have to either have like a certain repair skill or certain items in your inventory to repair the switch here. I haven't decided if I'm going to do that or do the terminal. I think this might be more fun for me to figure out how to get this because Fallout 4 doesn't have skills. So I want to learn how to use that. Do a skill check, which I'm sure is pretty easy to do. I've done things of having stuff in your inventory, so I'm probably going to do that. But have like, I don't know, like a sensor module. It's practically junk, so you should get some good use out of it. So like a sensor module, some duct tape, and maybe, I don't know, some scrap electronics. If you have those three, or like a repair skill of 30, you can repair this thing. I don't know if I'm going to do that or the terminal. I'd rather do the switch. It would be something else for me to learn rather than just... Because I know how to do the terminals. Those are easy enough. But I don't know yet. But I want to do something rather than just unlock the door. Because I think it gets kind of boring. Lights. Let's throw... Because this is dark. I do want to put some lights out here. And then I think I'll probably do one or two more little things. And then... Because I'm starting to get pretty tired. So... I did want to put, I don't know where those are going to go. Let me take a look at these light here. I found, when we were playing Broken Steel the other night, there's these cool Rivet City lights that I kind of wanted to use. Oh, they're activators. That's right, because they have a sound on them. They're under the activators. So this one under the statics, this is the off state. There's an off state and an on state. The activator actually has the on state, the lit state, which you can't tell right here. But this does actually glow. It's pretty cool. So if I want to have those with the light switch script, I can do that. I'm just not sure where those are going to hook up here, though. I've meant to look at that cell, how they have those set up. I know, weak is for the sleep. Weak is for the sleep. For now, I think I might just drop those up here. Yeah, see, they have this glow on them. So they actually can have a light source. So I can put one there. Another one back there. Drop that there. For now, I'm probably want to hide those things in the top, though. Unless I drop those down here. But Fox might bang his head on that if it's too low. We don't want that. He had a hard enough time in the Vertibird the other night with the sunroof, so... And that needs to be... Okay. Alright, so those actually have some emittance on them, which is pretty cool. I'm going to put a couple lights in there. Let's see. He was spotting Sundog. Right? Isn't that what you said? He was spotting? Spotting? All right, we're going to go with utility light. I have my list of assets over here that I was poking around and making a list of. It's kind of how I learn what the assets are. I'll go poking around a vanilla cell, see stuff I want to use. I'll grab the form ID, put it in my notes, and that's kind of how I learn where things are and what they're called. But there's still so many things I don't know what they're called. I'll see them in the cell and like, oh, I don't know what the hell those are called. Like there's these oxygen tank things. You see them in like the hospital cells. In the creation kit, I think they're called oxygen tanks, and they're movable static. And this they're like called, what the hell is it called here? I don't even know now. I had it down here. An anesthesia machine. I'm like, how the hell would I ever know to look for that? I'm looking for oxygen tank, hospital tank, air tank, and no, it's an anesthesia machine. I would never think to fucking look for that. So that's why I gotta take notes for this shit. Alright. So we're gonna drop this one here. So what are these? 256? Stopping for the in spotting, yeah. It looked literally like if there was a hatch on that, it could have been the sunroof. And he's sticking his head out the sunroof. It was freaking hilarious. I think that's good. I can always adjust this later. This is going to be... I just want to start dropping some lights in here. So when I go start adding more assets, I can see how things are looking. But this should be easy enough to do. I'll probably put like another... actually, that's probably good. That's all we need. I'll put like some of the emergency lights, because I have those on my list. Those won't like... these. Like this is an off one here. I'm going to stick one on the wall here so you can see what I'm talking about. These guys. And then there's light beam. There's an on-state one. And on the Fallout 3 cells, they actually went through the trouble of putting light beams on them. And they look fucking cool once you put like fog in there. Obsidian didn't bother with any of those. They just put a light bulb in front of them and called it done. But the ones in the Bethesda cells look pretty fucking cool with the light beams of the emittance set on them. So these are probably what's going to light up here. I'll probably put some of like the office lights on top, but have those not working and then these kicked in or whatever. But for now, these will go down here. And I want to try a couple light beams. And I have the FX Light Beam 03 we'll go look for. There's that. And where the fuck did that just go? Way the hell over here. Alright, we gotta shrink this thing down. Quite a bit. And change the emittance on it. This goes down to 0.2. And the emittance goes to... Oh, wait a minute. I gotta move it behind my laptop. Interior Industrial Light Keyworm. So what this will do is change the tone of the light, because right now it's just this just boring white, and I don't want that. I kind of want it to match the light that's under the light source. I meant to look and see. I don't think they do. If these ones in the cell I was looking at, if these have an emittance set on them, I don't think they do. I might want to go back and check on that, because a lot of these things. You can set the emittance on them, and it looks pretty cool. But there's those little, like little lanterns. I want to say that I don't think they're called lanterns. Unless TTW fixes it. Lamp. They're lamp. In Fallout 3, I would always get like an emittance error from these. Lamp post? Yeah, these guys. I tried setting these with an emittance Fallout 3. I get them. They don't have. I think the meshes don't have an emittance set on them or something. GECK Extender gave me an error on those. It's like, oh, I guess I don't do that. They didn't do anything. Error didn't. It's like, nope, they just don't have emittance set on them. So not everything does, but I think most things do. It just looks cool when you change them a little. When you change these things to match the lights, it looks pretty cool. So we're going to go here. Industrial light key warm is what this was. Light key warm. And you see how that just changed from that pure white to this like yellowish? That's what we want. Whoops. Pull that up. Get it to actually line up over the light. I might have to go and change this. Where's this? There we go. That looks good. Except it's not centered. There we go. So we'll just duplicate this one. These are all different than what I'm used to working in the CK, so they act a little bit differently when you place them in the cell. Like, you can see where it kind of clips over that. The ones in Fallout 4 don't do that. Better game? No, it's not. But they just behave a little differently when you're placing them, that's all. We'll go see how that looks. Ooh, I'm already liking that. I'm already liking how that looks. Let's go check that out. I like it so far. So I'm going to switch this over here. Go back. Oh, come on. MO2. There we go. Yeah, I think it'd be cool to have this set like either repair skill or stuff in your inventory. Oh, I'm already liking this. I'm already liking this. I might tone the lights down just a little bit. They're a little bright. I don't want this to be super bright down here. There's our sign. There's the camera. Yeah, I'm already liking that. And they got that nice buzz, which will drive Whiskey. Whiskey will drive him nuts. I guarantee you. It will drive him nuts, which is why I'm using them. No, I'm kidding. Yeah, I like that. I'm just going to tone those lights down. I like that little bit of a fog effect that they have with that beam. Very good. Lights are a little bit too bright, though. So let's go change those. I'm going to knock them down a little bit. Oh, where the hell am I here? Where the fuck are we? Nope, that's the beam. There's 200. Let's drop those down. Let's try 170. They're just a hair too bright for my liking. I think that's better. Right. And we test and test and test some more. All in the name of science. Oh, I'm in game mode. I can actually play that. Hold on.
Here we test and test and test some more in the name of science.
Damn right. Oh, no. Okay, I'm getting a little tired. I just launched the game and I'm already trying to QQQ out of it. Yeah, that's a sign it's probably time for me to stop. Okay. That's better. That is much better. I don't want this to be a bright, cheery hallway. That is actually pretty damn good. I like that. And I'll probably put like some dust, some other effects in here. Maybe there's like a smoke wisp. Is it an effect? There's a smoke wisp effect that I put around light bulbs. I don't think I need it in here, but I'll use it in the other room there. Yeah, I like that. I like that a lot. Probably tweak. I might not drop the lights down a little bit more. I don't want to drop it too much because if you use an ILO or silo, which I use silo, I don't want it to be too dark. But eventually, once I get further along with this, I'll go test the mod with silo and see if I need to make any adjustments for it. Although you can change that shit in the innie too. In fact, I think I have the brightness for silo. I think I have it like just a hair below vanilla. Because some of the interiors with silo are just too dark for my liking. So, alright, I'm much more gooder. Yeah, goodlier. It's goodlier. Yeah, I agree. It is much more goodlier. It's more, better. Some people started making their interiors silo. I can see that. I think this is perfectly too dark for silo, though. AWAP interiors can be really dark with silo. Did I run into that? I ran into that with... You know what, Many? I'm trying to think... Capital Wasteland AWAP? I haven't really done much with that in TTW with silo. I'm trying to think if I had any dark cells with Q-Allures AWAP for New Vegas. I'm gonna have to go look at that. Because I'm running TTW AWAP Fallout 3, but I don't think I've done anything with it yet. In fact, I know I haven't. I've been having too much fun playing Trail of Crumbs for the first time. My God, that's cool. Those cells I've never been into before. Alright. Let's do QQQ now. My brain is turning to mush, but I'd like to do one more little thing. I'd like to switch this back for you guys. Alright, let's take another look here and see what I want to do. So, that's a good start on the lights. What I'm probably going to do at some point tomorrow is I'm just going to go dump some lights in here. Oh, I know what we can do before I go say goodnight. I'm going to dump some lights in just to work with, and I'll go start filling this in. I kind of want to get this one finished before I move on to the next one, since I literally spun my wheels for 3 days on it to get it to this point. This is the third iteration of this cell. You guys saw the second iteration yesterday, and I'm much happier with this one. This fits more the motif of the mod that I'm looking for, the feeling, the design standards that I'm looking for. My first infirmary and a chem station. I'm not going to put a laboratory in this one. I'm going to go with the chem station, and I have my own activators for those. Let's go drop those in. Go with the infirmary set. And the other one, this is one of Jokerine's assets. I used her cart for the infirmary. And this one, where's my chem station? This is one I put together. I might go make another version that's not rusted. Maybe I'll do that tomorrow. I kind of like the rusted one, but I'm using the rusted one in a lot of other cells. And it looks, I don't know. I'd rather have these kind of like they go together. There's no reason this one wouldn't be rusted and this one would be. So I'm probably going to make a duplicate this and just swap the texture on it. But those are there. And I did want to I'm going to put a shower down here, I think. It won't function or anything, but... Compact crafting? Yeah. For my Fallout 4 mods, I did a similar thing. I made a chem station on a chemistry cart, and that's kind of where I got the idea for doing this. This is just the vanilla chemistry station script, but I wanted it on a little cart because I did a chem station like that for Fallout 4, and I thought it'd be cool to do one here. So, tin roof rusted. So I'll probably do another one of those. I kind of want to do an actual My First Laboratory on a cart too. But I don't know how that would work. Yeah. Crib has a shower that cleanses rads. What's Crib? I don't know what Crib is. I would suggest if you're going to use the My First Infirmary, get that cooldown script, or there's that... Is it the cooldown script? It puts the restrictions on it. I'm actually using for the chemistry sets, Elroy has a mod that has a cooldown on it, and damn it, I made a Sawyer baddie patch for it, and a week ago. I told him I was going to give that to him, and I still haven't. But Elroy 7 has this really cool script, and all he did, he put a cooldown, a 3-day cooldown on the chemistry sets. But I patched it so it works with Sawyer Batty. It replaces the stim packs with the homemade stim packs. I told him I was going to give that to him a week ago, and I still haven't. I just remembered that. It's one of Tamer's player home mods. Oh, I didn't know Tamer made player homes. I've used Tamer's armors before, but I didn't know there was a player home. I'll have to check that out. Are those on Nexus, or are they just on his site? Or on their site? I don't want to assume it's a he. I don't like doing that. Yeah, so I'm going to do that, but I want to go make sure that we'll go test those out. It's on his site. Okay, cool. I'll go take a look at that because I enjoyed using those armors the first time I. Oh, I didn't show you this here either. This is another one of Jokerine's meshes. It's a stove. This is a cooking station, and this is a Pixel Hate asset. I've been using these sinks all over the place for stuff. They're freaking awesome. And the other other cell I have, I put the like a stovetop on that one. So that's that. Those all work. Yeah, I'm getting freaking tired. So let's just jump in. We'll take a look at that stuff that I just added, and then I'm gonna have to say goodnight because my brain shut down about half an hour ago, and it's on autopilot right now. So player home, that's a giant space station. Jeez. Well, I started working on a cell for this. We worked on it yesterday, and I played Broken Steel on Friday night and got to the crawler, and like, oh, I forgot the crawler has its own tile set. I've never seen that used in a mod before. So I started redoing this cell with the crawler tile set, but it just became to be too massive, and I liked it, but it just didn't fit this mod. So I'm going to use that as a big old player home one of these days. And I ended up with what we got tonight. This is what I'm going with. All right. I should just move the COC marker downstairs. I think I'm going to do that too. All right, so I don't have to keep going through the door. Oh, the Enclave table, I'm going to get rid of that. I kind of thought it would fit, but pathing for followers is just going to be too janky in here, so I'm going to put a small table there. Because I kind of want the Rivet City table here. I might put something, some clutter of that on that. I might push that back a bit more. In fact, I will push that back a bit more. But pathing for your companions is going to be not very good there, so I'm going to make a smaller table for that. Alright, so chemistry set. My first infirmary. They work. But yeah, I'm definitely going to swap that out. I'll make a duplicate of that and change the mesh, change the texture on it, just to use the non-rusted one. Yeah, so over here you'll have cooking stove and the sink that works. So half of the cells are going to have rads in the sink, and the other half aren't, depending on the cell. Like this one is obviously going to be rad free, but some of the lower end, the lower rent districts, let's call them, like the one outside Paradise Falls, that one will have rads. The bomb shelter in Canterbury Commons, that'll have rads, and one I haven't really done much with yet, that'll have rads. We'll take a look at that one real quick. That's what we can do for the last few minutes. I'll show you guys the other ones. Those of you that haven't seen those yet might want to see what else this is going to have. So I'm going to wrap it up on this cell for tonight. I'm just going to go show you guys the other ones here that we haven't really looked at much. So this is going to be the one, we just set this up outside of Jocko's Pop and Stop, or whatever it's called, near Girder Shade. The basement hideout? Oh, we were in this one earlier. We were in this one earlier where I went to test the container. If you've ever used the Mojave Express Courier mod from New Vegas, this is kind of a replication of that cell because I really like that mod. And I like that cell. I think it's laid out pretty well. So I kind of did a Capital Wasteland version of it. Added some other stuff. But we were in here before. This is outside Paradise Falls. It's, is it north? Just outside, just north of it. It's like there between there and Germantown, I think. It's literally outside of Paradise Falls. So, night, Sundog. You have a good one. Thanks for hanging out. I know it's late for you, so I appreciate it. See you soon. You have a good one. You've never seen this cell before, Geese. I know, right? This one has the reloading bench and the workbench. I did not put a repair station in here. And there's some clutter and junk over there. And it's got the chem station and the stove. All the cells will have the cooking station. Some will have an infirmary. Some will have a laboratory. Some will have the chem station. They'll all have at least the workbench and the reloading bench. Some will have the repair station. Some won't. This one does not have the repair station. So there's the basement hideout. Oh, shit. Seriously? God damn it. All right. Sorry. Okay, yep. It's time for me to quit. Sorry about that. Mad Dog, you didn't yell loud enough. You gotta do it in caps. You didn't yell loud enough, Mad Dog. You didn't yell loud enough. So, Reader's Digest version now. Cooking station. Chemistry station is there. Workbench, reloading bench over here. Darkness is looking back. I looked at the darkness. It looked back. So, yeah, this is the basement cell outside Paradise Falls. Recap everything from QQQ. There you go. All right, so then the next one is, we worked on this a little bit yesterday. This is the Forgotten Bomb Shelter, which is outside of Canterbury Commons. This is loosely based on an AWOP cell. I like the layout of it, so I'm kind of copying that. It's a standard design bomb shelter, very small. Living quarters and cooking in there, bathroom in there, and crafting will be out here. That's pretty much all I got done on this one. We set up the load door on this yesterday, and I did get the north marker set up after the stream last night. We set up the load door, and we got the beam of light coming in through the manhole cover here. So that's Canterbury Commons. Survivalist Bunker. We've looked at this one a couple times already. This one's going to be somewhere around the Republic of Dave. I haven't picked the spot yet, just that part of the map. And we worked a little bit over here last night and added some stuff over in here. So this will have crafting and storage over here, bathroom, cooking, and a sink, and sleeping quarters in there, and then the hallway, the entranceway here. Let's see. Utility bunker. We were in there earlier tonight. This one's completely finished. This cell, and this cell only is on the Discord for use right now. This actually started this in Fallout 3, but I ported it to TTW 3.3 when that came out. So this one's ready to go. And this uses some of Speedy 64's assets, which I think are very fucking cool. And I want to do more with this set here. I just think they're fucking awesome. They just look really cool. And they got the nice pipes on the top. It's just a nice different shape than the vanilla assets. And we saw this is the northern part of the map. We were here earlier. And the last one I haven't really shown too much yet is the abandoned safe house. A repurposed office. I think I did show this one last night. Repurposed office. Post-war safe house. Used by parties unknown. Where's the recruitment settlement beacon going to be? Up your ass, Mad Dog. Right up Main Street with the settlement beacon. There you go. Shouldn't be too hard to find. You opened yourself right up for that one. You opened yourself right, literally and figuratively. Hot plate. It's my meds kicking in. I'll mark it on your map. Hot plate, water source here. This will have the dirty water. This one's going to be, I wasn't sure where this was going to go, but I was playing a Trail of Crumbs the other night. It's going to go, I found some locations over there. It's going to go somewhere around the Nuka-Cola factory or the Red Racer Factory, somewhere in that part of the map. I found some big old office buildings that don't have doors on them. It'll be easy to add a door. I think AWAP adds a couple load doors to those buildings. That's kind of where I got the idea from. So it's going to have a door there. But that's the other one. I just have the basic furniture. Some of this may or may not change, but you'll have basically crafting and cooking upstairs. Bathroom with, this one's just probably going to have the chem station. And then sleeping and storage and whatnot down there. So this one's going to have 2 of the link containers. I have one over here. See, there's one there and there's one downstairs. I figured you may not want to run up and down the stairs to get stuff out of the shared storage, so I'm just going to have one up and down here too. So good spot to start from. Yeah, it's actually right around with the Bailey's Crossing. So yeah. And that's another cool thing with Trail of Crumbs is it's making me go around the map and find locations that I'm not familiar with. Like, I'm not familiar with the Red Racer area at all. And I'm like, oh, God, there's like a shit ton of places I could put stuff down here, so. But that's the 6th. The 7th one I've talked about last. It's probably going to be a little mini vault, and I think I'm going to put that up around Minefield. I got a mod that I use that actually puts a player home right where Arkansas is. I don't know if I want it there, but I think one up around Minefield area would be cool. So that's it. That's what I got so far, and that's all I got for tonight. Cause my brains, I'm not changing sources. I'm abusing my viewers. So. I'm abusing Mad Dog, so it's time for me to go take my meds and be done for the night. I'm actually 2.5 hours. This is about what I planned, and I was hoping to go for 3, but the brain's just not working. So it's once I start doing see, I can't even talk. That's time. When I can't talk and I'm not pressing the right buttons, it's time to say goodnight.